Just having a bit of trouble here trying to check in. I've tried to check in on Batik Airlines and they're telling me, first they're saying I got to have a return ticket from Malaysia and they're trying to force me to buy a ticket, and I told them I've flown twice to Malaysia already. I've never had to buy a ticket, but they're trying to say I need a return. Well, I know I don't need a return because I just came from there and I've been there twice already. Anyway, I've told them to call the manager and the manager's over there. But now all of a sudden what's come up is that the name is wrong on the system, and now I've got to pay $30 to correct it. On my Eve ticket it shows it's correct, so how it's wrong on the system I don't know. I can't get how it's wrong, because if it's on the ticket it should be on the system the same. I've never come across this ever, unless you actually put the name in wrong. But that's what they're trying to sort out. Now they're trying to get $30 out of me. And I believe I've worked at the airport for 20 years and I know that's not the case. They should be able to amend it. If it's your fault, yes, there's a cost to pay, but they're saying I've got to take it up with the booking agency. It's not my fault. I'm gonna have to take it up with Kiwi, who I booked it with. I've took a picture of their screen showing the wrong name. They just put an abbreviation of my name, they didn't put the full name. And I'm stung with $30. And yeah, I got no choice but to pay it and try and claim it back off a Kiwi, who I booked it through. But they're saying, I checked with Air Asia, my connecting flight, she's changed the name from here, so she said it'd be correct on the way over. Saying it's Kiwi's fault, there's nothing they can do about it, it's not their fault, it's what they got sent on the system. But I can't understand how I got my e-ticket being correct. Surely it would have been sent on the system the same way, but could be wrong. Yeah, well, I paid the $30 in order to change my name, and I have to claim that back off Kiwi. I got all the receipts and that, so I'm just going to send that in an email to them. Hopefully I'll get my money back within a year or two, because that's how long these big companies take. They don't never want to quit to take your money, but when it comes to giving it back, they want to take months and years about it. But as for the return ticket from Malaysia, they were saying I had to purchase a return ticket, as I said earlier, and I was saying in the end I had to tell them to call the manager, because I told them I'm not paying for another ticket, so I don't know where I'm going next. And I've been into Malaysia twice and I never had that trouble. And call your manager. So she called the manager over, and that's thinking about it now, and that's when my name popped up as coming up wrong. When the manager came over, or maybe it was slightly before that. I'd have to watch the video and find out. But anyway, the manager said to me she trusts that I'm not going to overstay in Malaysia and she's going to let me go. And I knew they would have had to let me go anyway, because I've been there twice already, and I know you don't need one, because no other airline, well, I told them I flew with Vietnam Airline, and that's Vietnam, their national airline, and they never asked me that question. So how Batik Airline want to ask me that question? To tell you why, because they want to make some money off people. And people what don't know, like if I didn't know, I would assume that I had to have bought one, or I may have had to have bought one, because they would have told me that I couldn't, because I knew my grounds and I knew I didn't have to. Yeah, that's why the manager said that she trusts me and she's going to let me go into Malaysia. And not only that, I've still got 1 month left on my visa in Malaysia, so how could they say I can't enter? That's what they tried to come with first of all. And then I said to them, checking my passport, I have still got visa, it's still valid. And I know for a fact when I go back to Malaysia, they're just going to stamp it for another 3 months. But there you go. Taking my flight now, going to Malaysia. I've got to stop off there for like 3 hours and then go into Langkawi, a little island in Malaysia. That's the airline I'm flying with, Da Nang Airport. And that's the manager, the other one, the other lady who's holding the papers. That's who I had to speak to. I'm off, I'll see you in Malaysia. Not busy on the flight, I've got a whole 3 seats to myself. It's just 2 hours, I don't really need no sleep. But it's nice that I got no one sitting next to me. I'm sure you won't be getting no food on this flight. It's 2 hours, 15 minutes. Because it's a low budget airline. But it was the only place, it was the only airline which flew to Langkawi. So I had no choice but to take it. It's the quickest one as well. And I hate flying with Air Asia. I think I've flown Batik before and it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I had to fly with Batik, and then from Batik I go into Airline, and they charge 20 kilos for your bag. It's about £30.
Captain Ivan dibantu pembantu juruterbang Ashraf penerbangan ini akan mengambil masa selama 2 jam.
On Vietnam Airlines, it's 2 hours 15 minutes, same time, and they serve you food, which is good, and a drink, and a cup of coffee after.
Tempat duduk anda ditegakkan seperti itu.
Leaving Da Nang to Langkawi. Last time I came here, palm oil everywhere. Arrived in KL and it's raining. Some dark clouds. I was hoping I was getting away from the rain. I'm hoping on the little island it's going to be good weather, because my month in Da Nang was just rain pelting down. Okay. Had to buy a ticket, train ticket to go to the other side for my connecting flight. 2 ringgit it cost me. You can't bring your bag through, being a trolley. You have to take that by hand. I'm hoping I've gone the right way here, because otherwise I've wasted 2 ringgits. No, I've gone the right way. It's only Air Asia, the airline which I hate travelling with, only flies on that side. 11:30 at night, landed in Langkawi. Can't wait to get to my hotel. It's been a long bloody day. Just got here in Langkawi last night. Got myself a bike for one day, because I'm going to find an apartment. And I put 10 ringgit in, and the fuel tank's got a leak. Leaked all over the floor, and I didn't even realise. It was only when my foot started getting wet. I thought, God, the bike's leaking. So now I've got to go. Now I've got to go back and take it back, and I'm going to lose a couple of hours waiting for another one. In Langkawi, I just stopped off. I'm looking for some hotels or apartments to rent. And I've come down the road and there's monkeys on them. I know this when I come back here. I'm going to bring some nuts with me. There's loads of them. Yeah, when I come back round here I'll get some nuts and see whether they're friendly or not. Views, that's for sure. Do a quick 360. Yeah, it looks alright. Not sure the name of this place, but I'll try and find that out in 1 second. The name of the beach?
Private beach. Tengah beach.
Tanga.
Tengah.
Tanga Beach. Tanga Beach, I believe. Anga. That's probably it right there. I think that is it. Maybe it isn't.